Welcome back to Knowledge Hub with HK. Today's topic is lipase enzyme production. Let's begin with the introduction. Lipase are the part of the family of hydrolases that act on carboxylic ester bonds. A large number of microorganisms are capable of using natural oils and fats as a carbon source for their growth and metabolism. The enzymes responsible for the breakdown of oil and fats prior to their digestion by microorganisms are extracellular lipase, which catalyze hydrolysis of triglycerides to free fatty acids, partial diglycerides, and glycerols. Lipases catalyzes esterification, acidolysis, alkalolysis, aminolysis in addition to the hydrolytic activity on triglycerides, and it exhibits a character it shows a low substrate specificity, that is an ability to hydrolyze fats of various compositions, ability to withstand relatively harsh washing conditions at a pH 10 to 11 and at a temperature 30 to 60 degrees Celsius. Ability to withstand damaging surfactants and enzymes, example linear alkyl benzene sulfonates and proteases. These properties make lipases more versatile biocatalysts. In eukaryotes, lipases are involved in various stages of lipid metabolism, including fat digestion, absorption, reconstitution, and lipoprotein metabolism. In plants, lipases are found in energy reserve tissue, any detergent formulations. The lipase that have been studied show profound stability around a pH 6 to 7.5. Isolation of these lipase enzymes performed using microorganisms have those microorganisms which can produce these microorganisms have a diverse habitat, such as industrial waste, vegetable oil processing factories. There is soil contaminants with oil seeds, and decaying foods. It has been studied by Stadtager et al. I hope I pronounced it right. Compost heap, coal tips, and hot springs, Wanget et al. In 1995. Lipase producing microorganisms include bacteria, fungi, yeast, and actinomycetes. A simple and reliable method for detecting lipase activity in microorganisms have been discovered by Saira in 1957. This method uses the surfactant twin AT in a solid medium to identify lipolytic activity. The formation of opaque zone around the colonies is an indication of lipase production by the microorganisms. Modification of this assay uses various twin surfactants in combination with Nile blue or neat's foot oil and cupric ion salt. Screening of lipase producers on agar plate is frequently done by using tributylene as a substrate by Cardenas et al. In 2001, and clear zone around the colonies indicate production of lipase. Screening system making use of chromogenic substrates have also been described by Yo et al. In 1986, Wong et al. In 1995 uses a plates of a modified rhodamine B agar to screen lipase activity in a large number of microorganisms. Next, lipase the microorganisms responsible for the production of lipase are genus from the Pseudomonas are especially interesting for biotechnologists because they exhibit most versatile reactivity and stability in catalyzing the reaction in a non-aqueous environment. Lipase from Geotrichum candidum and Rhizopus are attractive catalysts for lipid modification. Thermostable lipases such as lipase from Thermus aquaticus, Thermus flavus, Thermus thermophilus, these offers numerous advantages such as decrease in the risk of contamination, high heat mass transfer, and an increased in solubility of lipid substrate. Whereas these lipase from Geotrichum candidum and Rhizopus, these are attractive catalysts for lipid modification. The Geotrichum candidum show preference for fatty acid cis 9 double bond while Rhizopus lipase belong to a group of lipase which are active only against ester of primary alcohol. Moving on to the production. The raw material used for the production of lipase are fructose and palm oil were reported to be the best carbohydrates and lipid source, respectively, for the production of extracellular lipase by Rhodotorula glutenis. When the two carbon sources were compared, palm oil at a concentration of 2% was found to yield 12 folds more lipase than the fructose medium. Alkaline lipase from Penicillium expansum yielded maximum activity when the biomass was grown in an oil containing medium 0.1% olive oil at a pH 8.3. High level of lipase activity were obtained when vegetable oils such as olive oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, sesame oil, cottonseed oil, corn oil, and peanut oil used as a carbon source. Maximum lipase production occurred only when olive oil was used. A thermophilic bacillus strain coded with ATCC53841 produces maximum level of thermostable alkaline lipase when corn oil and olive oil of 1% were used as carbon source. An alkaline lipase was produced by Pseudomonas alkaligens in a medium with citric acid and soybean oil as a substrate in the batch and fed batch phases, respectively, studied by Geritze et al. In 1998. This lipase had excellent capability for removing fatty strains in an alkaline environment. For an extracellular lipase of Pseudomonas citrinum, Cistazer and Malizauka in 1989 obtained maximal production in a medium that contained 5% of peptone at a pH 7.2. Nitrogen source such as corn strip liquor and soybean meal stimulated lipase production, but to altered extent than peptone. Aspergillus oryzae produces maximal alkaline lipase in a medium that contained yeast extract of 1%, polypeptone of 2%, and soybean meal 3% as a nitrogen source. Lipolytic strain of Rhizopus oryzae that yielded a high extracellular lipase activity in a medium composed of corn strip liquor 4% and a peptone 1% as nitrogen source. The pH and temperature optimum for the activity of these enzymes were retained about 65% of its initial activity after 30 minutes incubation at 45 degrees Celsius. Aspergillus venti showed maximum growth and lipase production under submerged fermentation condition in 3 days at a 30 degrees Celsius and a pH 6.6. Maximum enzymes production was achieved when the medium was supplemented with glucose, followed by mannitol, fructose, galactose, sucrose, lactose, and maltose. Glucose is important in improving lipase production, possibly due to the rapid assimilation of this carbohydrate by the cell as compared to that of lipids, leading to a higher growth rate and greater lipase activity. Among all the substrate, the maximum lipase activity was observed with groundnut oil by Bacillus subtilis strain. Milk is a good medium for the growth of saccharotropic bacteria and for lipase production, which is found susceptible to catabolite repression by glucose. Glucose is essential for the production of lipase by Pseudomonas fragilis, Aspergillus venti, etc. Lipase activity per milligram dry weight of mycelium was found higher on lactose, mannose, xylose, fructose, dextrins, and rhamnose. In case of Talaromyces emersoni, it is glucose. The initial pH of the growth medium is also important for lipase production. Maximum activity was observed for Pseudomonas fragian at a pH 7 and for Pseudomonas aeruginosa at a pH 9. In contrast, maximum growth at acidic pH 4 to 7 was reported for Streptococcus lipolytica, Bacillus ligniformis, Aspergillus venti, etc. Several studies have shown that lipase production was influenced by different carbon sources being used in culture media. It has proven that carbon source act as an inhibitor of lipase production and indicate that the carbon source has the potential to increase the lipase production significantly. Inducers used in the culture media. Lipase inducers enhance lipase production, increased dramatic twofolds when 1% of 2-in-80 was added to the media. However, a moderate level of lipase production by BK43 and BK44 strains name was obtained when soybean and sesame oil respectively were used as lipase inducers. The results of the present study provide useful information for the optimization of culture conditions such as carbon source and lipase inducers and physiochemical properties. pH, temperature leads to the best lipase production by Acinetobacter. The final optimized medium results to about 5.9 folds increase and 5.7 fold for one of these strain more lipase production when compared to normal lipase obtained in the original medium. The reactor also plays a vital role in the culture media as it influences the free extracellular factors, that is the methyl olate dispersion in the broth, the dissolved oxygen variations and the pH fluctuations. The use of types of fermentation method for the production of lipase enzyme. Batch reactors can be used from milligram flask level to a ton of industrial fermentation level. They often produce significant acyl migration during lipase catalyzed production. The reactor was a stainless steel used with a HPLC column, high performance liquid chromatography column. It is mainly used when immobilized lipase enzyme is used. It is packed in this HPLC column and a substrate is fed into the column by peristaltic HPLC pump. The average void for non-immobilized lipase in the range 35 to 38. As measured volume for void non-immobilized lipase is in a packed column was less than 1.5 ml since both full bed volume and void fraction are smaller. For industrial scale production, the use of immobilized enzymes with packed bed reactor is more cost effective than the batch operation. The immobilized lipase is packed into a column and the reaction mixture is continuously pumped through the column. These enzymes can be reused without a prior suppression. Besides, the advantage of using a packed bed reactor also include continuous removal of glycerol and excess alcohol, effective use or reuse of enzymes, and the production of enzyme particles from mechanical shear stress. The stability of immobilized lipase also can be improved using tert butanol as the solvent in the continuous packed bed reactor. The purification is carried out then. Lipase have been purified from animal, plant, fungal and bacterial source by using different methods involving ammonium sulfate, precipitation, gel filtration and ion exchange chromatography. In recent years, affinity chromatographic techniques have come into use as this technique decreases the number of steps necessary for lipase purification as well as increased specificity. Currently, reversed micellar and two-phase system membrane process and immunopurification are being used for purification of lipase. Chartrain et al. In 1993 purified a lipase from Pseudomonas aeruginosa using a three-step procedure. Concentration by ultrafiltration was followed out by ion exchange chromatography and gel filtration. The enzyme exhibited maximum activity at a pH of 8 and at a temperature 55 degrees Celsius. Hoyle et al. In 2000 purified an extracellular lipase produced by Rhizopus oryzae by ammonium sulfate precipitation, sulfopropyl sulfurose chromatography, Cefadex G75 gel filtration, and a second sulfopropyl sulfurase chromatography step. An extracellular lipase from Pseudomonas aeruginosa species could be purified to homogeneity by extraction, biogel chromatography and sucrose chromatography. The storage is performed by immobilization of this enzyme. The lipase producing strain Arthrobacter species isolated was immobilized in calcium alginate beads by entrapment. The alginate beads were prepared as an aqueous mixture of sodium alginate, the cells, and calcium chloride to increase its reusability and overall enzyme stability. The entrapped lipase was more stable over a wide range of temperature, pH, and storage time as compared to free enzymes. Immobilized lipase beads were stored at a temperature 4 to 208 degrees Celsius for 1 month, and the residual lipase enzyme activity was analyzed after every 5 days by cytometry using tributylene as the substrate. The storage stability of the lipase in the gel was determined by monitoring activity at the room temperature and in a refrigerator for 420 days. The application lipase and lipolytic enzymes are used widely in detergent industry, food, leather, textile, oil and fat, cosmetics, paper and pharmaceutical industries. Miyoshi Oil and Fat Corporation Japan, a company name, is using a Candida cylindricaceae lipase to hydrolyze the oil for the production of soaps. Microbial lipase can also be used as a catalyst for esterification reaction. The application of lipolytic enzyme to flavor development in dairy products have been reviewed by Arnold et al. In 1975. Some Italian cheese manufacturers use lipase enzyme. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.